Hi, everybody. This is Thomas, and right next to me is Mario.
And this is Rob.
We're at the Theater of Marcellus, right in the center of Rome. We're going to be walking you through a little bit of this and in through the heart of the Jewish ghetto for the next 30-something minutes or so. It's hot. It's sticky. Mario's hair is a mess. He's very, very upset about it. But he's going to man up and make it through.
TV guides talk more about Mario's hair than they do sometimes the Sistine
First
Chapel.
of all, Thomas, because we should be talking about what we have here, right around us.
So yeah, behind me there, you could see I thought you were showing the
Theater
church.
of Marcellus.
There's here. There's my finger pointing. Yeah, right
That
over there.
way.
That's a church, but it's a church built right into the ruins of 3 different temples.
We could try and get a bit closer.
Mario and Thomas don't know that I'm going to be joining them 6 months later.
I think the newest of those temples is from what, 190 something BC, 197, I think.
Yeah, maybe
From all 3 of them are coming from the time of the Punic Wars. The most famous of those, of course, involved Hannibal and his elephants. But by the way, for future reference, bad idea to march elephants across mountains.
Totally agree.
Just for, because we should know these things.
Yes, we should.
The church itself is from the early 12th century, a time of significant church building, especially church building for a variety of reasons that have to do with, more than anything else, establishing power, especially papal power in that case.
Thomas is a genius when it comes to stuff like
years
this.
Ago. But built, again, right into the ruins of 3 different temples, just using the remains of those structures as structure for the new church. You see the bell tower of the church there, and those columns from the 3rd century BC.
Rob wants to see the Temple of Hope.
I do want to see the Temple of Hope.
We're not there. That's the other way.
Well, we can all use
we'll
hope.
turn around. We'll go back in past the Theater Marcellus, and we'll.
Sometimes we have an issue with the live video like this that we did on Facebook because
Space, the one on the other
our
side.
pathway was blocked when we thought we could walk through
the
there.
Junone is the one in the middle, Space to the other side. But we were going to go around back towards Theater of Marcellus instead of going around the other side of this church, I think.
Yes, they had to improvise. But he would have seen the Temple of Hope if he had gone around the church. But there you go.
So, what I always like so much about this area is that everything is so new. I mean, I was last week at the Termini station, surrounded by traffic.
Yeah, here.
Hello, Mom. Pip, that's my mom, right?
Oh, I thought you were talking to Pip.
Oh, the banter between Mario
No,
and
it's my
Thomas
mom,
sometimes
Ivona.
is rather
there.
diverting.
So this area, also new, lots of traffic, a very important vein. Thomas, wasn't it called at one time the
Via del Mare.
Via del Mare? It's a road
Yeah.
that leads actually up to the sea.
Mussolini.
Thanks to the fascists.
Kind of reconnecting Romans out to the sea, to the Tyrrhenian Sea. I was just out there today, not quite to the sea, but to the ancient port city
Ostia?
of Ostia, yeah. And there's an area there. Speaking of the Temple of Space, Rob, space, an old word for hope. There's an area there where you have 3 Republican era temples, all 4 in a row, and all 4 of them to female divinities. I don't remember which ones they were. Now, Juno on it, just like this one, Juno. Space, like this one, Fortuna. In fact, there's a temple to the goddess
Who's that in the
Fortuna.
background? Is that our
Just
local
on the other
film
side.
guru, Dylan?
You can see just a little bit. There's the big bell tower.
If you were holding the camera, you wouldn't be seeing the
over to
gimbal
left
stick
of Santa Maria
in the
Croce,
shot.
maybe. And then just before that, to the right of that, you see what looks like, it almost looks like a corner of the front of the bank. That's a temple to the goddess. Some have said Fortuna, some have said Portunas, which is a different god, a god of river ports, which frankly makes more
Probably
sense.
the god of Portunus, but it's
Guess we should be
really
doing that
far away,
one at a
almost
time,
too far
right?
away to see.
When will we
Thomas.
visit Ostia Antica on a walk? Annette is asking. We'll be doing that.
Well, Grayson is just about to come out with her virtual tour of Ostia. She gave me a little sneak preview just yesterday. It was
Mario's
amazing.
referring to questions that he's receiving because this was a
So
live
that-
feed on
the fact that the
Facebook.
area all here was put upside down by Mussolini to create these roads, actually to make sure that we could get towards the center piazza Venezia, where you can see the big monument to Victor Emmanuel rising up high in white marble. here, at the same time, they were completing this area, right?
Yeah, exactly at the same time. And there you can see the difference. Well, maybe you can show them the difference in ground level, the street now, and how much lower it is down over here to the right.
Mm-hmm.
All this has been excavated.
And that is part 1 of our TE Walk Live with Mario and Thomas going through the Jewish ghetto, or the Jewish quarter area of Rome. Episode 2 will start dealing with the Theater of Marcellus, and then we are also going to go into the fringe of the Jewish quarter, and hopefully Thomas and Mario with Dylan will be able to get inside a church, and we can even hear possibly live music. Please join us again.